Good afternoon, all you Bosozoku fans. So we have a model here from the 13th Aoshima brand, Grachan collection. Somewhere there it says Grachan. And they're all cars modified by Liberty Walk, but old school, 70s, 80s kind of way, not all the modern stuff you see from other manufacturers of diecast. Some Japanese info, and then here are the 12 cars that come in a standard case. But there are chase versions, but they don't tell you on this box what they look like. But eBay is the place to go. You know, you can look up most of the old Grachans there. At least that's where I get my information. They never really put a date of copyright on here, but this collection came out in 2021, maybe in August, if I had to guess. So it came in this tissue wrap. I took that off already, but I didn't open it yet, so it just has this little piece of tape. Just cut through that. It's kind of a crazy base I went with today, but this photograph seems to be on brown gravel, so I'd mix it up a little bit. You know what? Well, I'll take it off the stand here. Alright, so if this is well, the box set is from 1987, so if it's a 1987 Mark II, it would be the 5th generation. And the Mark II Grand, or Grande, I'm not sure how the Japanese pronounce it, it has a twin turbocharged 2-liter inline 6-cylinder, but it only makes 180 horsepower. So I guess for its day, the late 80s, that's pretty good. Alright. So the wheels obviously don't match or anything like that, but we're just looking at the overall body here. So this image here, the description was twin turbo, so that's how I found out about that. Okay. So the photograph is a little modified, not fully modified like this, but it's as good as I can get it. So look at the paint here. Aoshimas generally have really good paint. This is a nice metallic purple, and then we have a little key dot there. The door handles are sticking out, painted silver. Got these wacky JDM looking wheels, but unfortunately Aoshima also has some of the lamest wheels out there. I think, well, partially because they're lazy, but partially because maybe the diameter of the wheel is small. These are much smaller than normal diameter wheels. So maybe, well, I don't know. If Kyosho did it, I think Kyosho would have had air passages, at least on these outside sections. Alright, no silver paint ever on Aoshimas, and they almost all have no printing on them, like no badge work or anything saying the make or model of the car. Nor do they ever have anything on the license plate. They're just blank white license plates, which bother me. This little recess, missing little black paint there. The turn signals are painted orange. The headlights look pretty good though. You know, it's a thick piece of plastic, and the way they molded the center to go into the casting makes it look like a light bulb. And then it looks like these are separate little lights here, and then there's a little bit of orange here in the side markers. And they also painted the edge silver, so that's pretty neat. Okay, going to the top, we got a couple bumps there for the fluid. The windshield, it has like silver paint around it. It's on the casting itself, that silver paint. It's not on the plastic. Yeah, the plastic has no paint. Another thing about Aoshima Grachans, they never have windshield wiper blades. Although I gotta say, in the photo of the real car, I can't see any windshield wiper blades either. So maybe this time around they can get away with it. Typical black Aoshima interior. Decent details, just, you know, hard to see without a flashlight. Well, these windows are so big, you actually can see more than usual. Alright. Seems to be a contaminant right there. Some sort of problem with the clear coat. Okay, going to the back here. Nice thick taillights. You can see orange, red, right? So good separation. The silver paint, although a little silver paint is missing there. We even angled a license plate, and then two tiny little exhausts painted on here. One nice thing about Aoshimas is they're screwed together bases, so wheel swaps are easy to do, or if you want to add some color to those interiors, you can do it. They almost all the Grachans seem to have the same tires. These really small, really stretched out tires that would be unsafe to actually drive on a real car. Okay. So more silver paint. Really, the whole greenhouse has silver paint for the molding. A little black there. This is the hardtop version, I believe, because there's no B pillar. It's just like a gasket or something there on the real car. And I guess that's it. So this time around, not a perfect model. That little thing is throwing it off. But it's pretty close. Anyways, let's compare it to a couple other models. So I actually have the same car, but it's from 1984, and so the grille is a little bit different. I don't know what collection of Grachan this came from, though, unfortunately. So I do believe the casting is perfectly identical as far as the metal part. Only difference is the grille. It might be even hard. It's hard to actually tell while it's spinning. So let me hold these things here. So the new one just has horizontal strakes in the grille, whereas this older one, you can see it also has vertical ribbing, so it looks more like a rectangular grille. That's only really the only major difference I see. You know, that piece of plastic is a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure everything else is identical. Yeah, looking at the casting, yeah, that all looks the same to me. Yeah, this one's got, you know, additional paint work for the molding here on the side. But I prefer this one. That's why I bought it. I find that, you know, this is just plain white. It's not even a metallic. So it's kind of boring to look at. So I thought I'd do a little upgrading and get this purple one. Alright, this last one I'm going to pull out is 1984 Mark II again, but it has a totally different mold. So clearly the grille is different, but it's got this rear wing, and then look at those weird vents on the side, like Star Trek style. It's a really strange looking body kit. And again, this one is just a white. It's not metallic or anything like that. But that's something interesting I just noticed, is it actually has molded in wiper blades, but there's no paint on them. So that might be a first. I don't think I've ever seen molded wiper blades on an Aoshima Grachan, or I don't remember it at least. I'm also noticing the steering wheel in this one is extremely vertical, whereas the other two, they have a normal looking angle on them. So they're all the same, you know, generation of Mark II, so they should be the same dimensionally. Alright, let's let this guy spin on its own. This video is about this one, so. Alright, well, I'm coming close to the end of my Aoshima Grachan collecting. It was my goal to get one of each casting. And I think I'm going to come to finish that with this 13th Grachan collection. It's really hard to know because there's almost no information on the older Grachan collections. Only eBay is my source. So, that's it. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.